I'm a very critical person, but I've never criticized the Palestinian resistance, and neither should you. And the reason I'm making this video is because whenever I show support for the Palestinian resistance, and even countries that are showing support to the Palestinian resistance like Yemen and Iran, I often get comments in my videos and my tweets talking about the human rights abuses there, the treatment of women in Iran, the treatment of religious minorities in Yemen, and the not perfect politics of resistance groups, Palestinian resistance groups in the Palestinian territories, as well in areas like Syria and Lebanon. A lot of this is also just Islamophobic lies, but let me put it straight to you. Even if these things that are said about these groups were true, I would still not care, and I would still continue to support them. And the reason for that is because my chief concern with the genocide of Palestinians is to end that genocide. And the reason why this is crystal clear in my mind, actually has to do a lot with the Holocaust education I got as a young person. When you see, for instance, in the 1940s, the Jewish resistance groups such as the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, if you were to time travel, would your first comment be, oh, how does the Jewish ghetto of Warsaw treat its women? Oh, how do they treat religious outcasts? No, absolutely not. The only people who'd be freaking thinking that are Nazis themselves. When you look at these groups that are resisting genocide, the first thing you at least should want to do is to show your support for that regardless of their politics, right? Because ultimately their politics means nothing compared to the actual goal of exterminating them, right? So the only criticism you should be making is how they can more effectively resist genocide. That's really the only criticism you can make, and even then I think these groups are actually doing the best job possible of doing so. And so for me, that's the reason why I do not criticize and nitpick the Palestinian resistance, because all that does is it's just academic and purely idealistic. It's not grounded in the material realities that are going on the ground, and really it's just actually a waste of time. It'd be much better if you were spending that time, for instance, going to protests, signing petitions, engaging in other forms of resistance, showing solidarity, rather than criticizing whether some of these groups have the best politics possible. That's not my concern, and I don't think it should be yours either. So it's for that reason that I don't criticize the resistance, the Palestinian resistance, is because as long as they're fighting genocide, in my books, they are doing a great job. Thank you.